movie maker.
All right, you ready? This is recording now.
Oh, that's cool. And bring up the NHL stats. And now we need the sound effects.
We'll edit that out. You ready? All right, it's gonna do it. So I'm gonna restart it now. And we're gonna start. You start and welcome to XM 103's The Box. I'm PSOMIADES here with your boy Vinny MINICHINO, and we're here to talk some NHL. Vinny?
Well, how you doing? Well, it's good to be back on the show. Well, we got a lot of games going on today. It's Thursday night, day before Christmas Eve, and we got a big matchup going on. We got Atlanta and Boston there at the end of the intermission. Boston's leading Atlanta 3-1. Florida and Buffalo tied at 3 at the end of 2. We got the New York Islanders in last place against the second to last place New Jersey Devils, going over the river. The Islanders are actually winning 4-1. We got the Rangers taking on Tampa Bay at home at the end of the second intermission. 3-2 Tampa Bay leads. Then we got the big matchup between Sidney Crosby and big Alexander Ovechkin. There's 3 minutes left in the second. Tied at 1. Crosby with a goal extends his score streak. Then we also got Montreal and Carolina, 3-2 at the end of the second. Vancouver going against Columbus. Vancouver with an extraordinary lead, 6-1 at the end of the second. At the end of 1, Detroit's trailing St. Louis 3-1. At the end of 1, Ottawa is leading Nashville. Then we got Calgary and the Dallas Stars at 0 with 15 minutes at the first period.
That's actually that's a pretty good game there. That's just like
Wow. So let's go look at points now. Now we got the offensive leaders in the NHL. Sidney Crosby with 58 points. He's got a whole 11 points next to the second leader, Stamkos. And Stamkos leading his teammate, St. Louis, with 47, and St. Louis with 43 points. Goal leaders, Sidney Crosby, 28, Stamkos, 26, and in third place, Corey Perry of Anaheim with 19. Then with goaltending, we got Big Tim Thomas with a .945 save percentage and a 1.70 goals against, leading the NHL in all 3 save percentage, goals against, and shutouts. And you got Carey Price with 3 wins. So, let's go back to the bigger news. Pittsburgh and Washington. Let's see what's going on over there.
wow, and you got to think, Vin, this is like really a big, exciting game. Ovechkin, Crosby.
Well, this is the first meeting between the two teams of the whole year, and it's one of 2 this month. They got today's game, and then they got the big Winter Classic coming up.
That's
day after
that's
New Year's.
pretty huge.
They're going to be playing on Heinz Field. Everybody wants to see
Steelers. Yeah, Heinz Field. That's something else.
I mean, if we don't hear black and yellow, black and
yellow, then I don't know what we're gonna say. But this game right now is looking pretty good. It's a 1-1 game, 1:26 left in the second quarter. What do you think the outcome's going to be in this game?
I mean, the Pittsburgh Penguins been on a hot streak, and the Washington Capitals have been struggling the past week. I mean, losing 7-0 to the Rangers. They've lost 4 in a row. Pittsburgh with, I think they had 13 wins in a row. I think that's still going on. Crosby, his point streak, I think, is like 23 or 24, something like that right now.
This guy just steams.
I mean, these young kids are just tearing up the league. I mean, I like to look at it. I like to think back to Wayne Gretzky and Mario Lemieux. Yeah. I mean, two totally different styles of players, but they both tore up the NHL. And now you got Crosby and Ovechkin.
Yeah, you also got Gretzky and Crosby are basically similar players.
That's what I like to compare. I like to compare Crosby with Gretzky, and I like to compare Ovechkin with Lemieux. I mean, Lemieux was always a bigger stature of a player. He delivered the hits, scored the goals.
And I'm saying, and then you got the whiny crybabies in sports. Like
you got the whiny crybabies of the sports. But I mean, they're getting the job done with their big goals. They know how to move the puck. That's what they know how to do.
All that matters at the end of the year is that cup.
That's all that matters. That big championship. I mean, Pittsburgh winning their third 2 years ago, beating Detroit after going 2 years in a row, and the Capitals not having too much success in the postseason yet. Far in the seasons that they've had Ovechkin and a good team.
And a lot of play left, though.
There is a lot of play, especially with the NHL 24/7 going, getting a lot of inside access to the locker rooms. And let me tell you, it's really exciting.
That's something else to have. Well, the hockey league is just very interesting this year.
I mean, it's a lot faster than the years to come.
It never seems to excite disappoint me.
All right, well, we're gonna go take a break. We're gonna go to the phones when we get back. So
yeah, we'll be back.
433, the box.
No, that's next.
I know.
I'm gonna like between and edit that.
Yeah, hold on, let's see. Did it record?
Yeah, it's still recording.
See, now we can make segments.